Hey, good morning. This is Angel Rojas with Data Core Technology Solutions, and it's been a while since I've gone live on here. We've been really busy at Data Core, building a better IT company every day for every one of our clients. And so I wanted to come on here this morning because I got one of those pesky little phishing emails. And so I figured I'd share with you a few tips on how to spot one. So I'll break it down for you. So anyway, let me go ahead and pull up my screen here. Uh, and what I want to show you is what one of these emails looks like. So the first thing is, as you can see here, we've got an email that looks like it comes from the IRS. Now, the first thing you got to know about the IRS is that they are not going to email you. They're not going to email you. They're not going to call you. So that's the first off the bat tell that this is a bad email. So I'm looking at the email, and the first thing I look at is IRS at baltimoreent.com. And one of the things I like to do when spotting a phishing email is I like to visit the website that it's from. So I'd use Chrome in incognito mode. I'm going to throw the email over here to the side so we can look at it over there, and I'll put Chrome over here to this side. So I'll go to that website, baltimoreent.com. And ENT, that's exactly what I thought it would be. So they're basically spoofing an email address of an ENT doctor. So you can see clearly this is not the IRS. Okay. So, I mean, right away for me, based on the sender address, this is not a legit email. But let's dig deeper because there's a few more tells in there. Okay. So there's some official looking stuff right here in this area. You know what? I wish I had a little laser pointer thing. Maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to do a laser pointer on the broadcast. But the first line under the logo, if you can't see my mouse really well, you see IRS, irs.gov service, and balance communication, TT53. It sounds really official. And then third reminder, notification of intent to levy your tax reimbursement. So I'm a marketing student. I love marketing. I think it's fantastic and fascinating. And a lot of these emails use marketing tactics. One of those is urgency. So right here, we build some urgency, third reminder, and then we have a threat of an impending event or some negative thing that's going to happen to you. So notification of intent to levy your tax reimbursement. That's the threat. And, again, we've already kind of up here debunked it, but let's just keep going so you can see. I want to break down all the different levels that I look at when I'm evaluating an email and when I'm trying to find out whether it's a threat or not. So balance due promptly. All right. So, again, some more threatening language. It's in red. Ooh, red. It's supposed to make you scared, right? So it's in red. And then we go into some text. All of our files show that you have unsettled total. You have unsettled total for a year ending December. That's some interesting grammar there. December 31, 2017, Form 1048. Now, I know my tax situation. I have a great CPA who keeps me abreast of everything that's going on. So I know already that this is, there's nothing there. But let's keep going. If you don't call us right away, we may levy your own property as well as legal rights to own property, such as any tax refund, and apply it to the total you must pay back. Scary language there. Again, marketing, create urgency, scare you, warn you of a pending or impending event that's going to happen, something bad to you. And then comes what we call in the security industry the payload. So the payload is right here. That's the money shot right there, and that's what's going to take you to something bad. Now, if I hover over it, I don't think. Oh man, I can't zoom in. Well, maybe you can play this on a big screen. I think I made it high enough resolution so you could do it. But the payload there goes to takes me to some website. Now, here's what I'm doing. All I'm doing is I'm taking the mouse and I'm leaving it over the link. Okay, you can see on the screen that it pops up a little window, and that window has the website that it's going to go to. I like visiting these websites just, because I'm crazy. But michaelagraham.com. So we're going to go to that. http://. I don't recommend you go to these, but let's go to it together to satisfy all of our curiosity. michaelagraham.com, and I'm going to explain to you something about these websites. So it looks like this site was probably taken down. Either that, or there's a URL behind it, and there's all sorts of additional stuff. So maybe this was a server set up specifically to take that URL and then turn it into malware. So let me talk to you about a couple of these websites that you might find in here. Most of them are going to be legit business websites like this BaltimoreENT.com, and most of them are actually being exploited. So you've heard of websites being hijacked and code inserted in the backend. That's what happens. By the way, if you're from BaltimoreENT.com, I'm not going to bash you here. You're probably a victim of a cybercrime, so you're going to want to look at that. But I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to take it off the screen. That way they don't get too angry if they see this video and then they send their attorneys after me, and then I got to send my attorneys after them, and it just gets ugly. So anyway, these websites that are being used to distribute malware, most of them could be your regular business website, which is why we advocate having your website secured and protected. If you're using WordPress or Joomla, those are two of the biggest content management systems that a lot of websites are run under, and so you want to make sure that you're using two-factor authentication on those, strong passwords, and the whole deal to keep them secure, to keep a hacker from being able to come in and exploit your website. And there's many ways to exploit those websites, via their management interface, via FTP when you upload files to it, or SSH if you log into it that way. I threw out a lot of acronyms. Our clients, we take care of that for them, so I don't have to worry about it. But not all of you are our clients. Some of you have lots and lots of questions, so I want to break it down for you so that you understand. So anyway, we go back to this link here. Hover over the link. I mean, here we've had several tells already. We've got this IRS at BaltimoreENT.com, because the IRS has an office at an ENT doctor in Baltimore, right? By the way, there's another thing that you might see here, this external thing. So our email system for DataCore will tag any email message that comes in from the outside as external. This is great because it keeps us and our team kind of an extra alert whenever we see a message with external, especially if it's a message from me and it says external. There should be no messages from me external into my company. So that's a great protection that we add on to clients, at their request. And so anyway, we got that tell right there. We've got the tell of basically the fact that the IRS just doesn't contact you like that. We've got the red writing, and then we've got that great tell down here with the billing invoice. So again, I wanted to break it down for you. We could keep going down this message, it's official, powered by govdelivery.com. And this is also why it's important to look at every link, because this link is actually for govdelivery.com. So that one I think is an actual one. This down here says this service plan is being sent to you totally free by the IRS. And you know what I might do? I might go ahead and screenshot this so that you can see it in more detail and put it in the comments of the video. And you're witnessing this particular warning because you've subscribed to our alerts via the Internal Revenue Service. So just tons of problems with this email that make it very difficult for me to accept it as a legitimate email. Now, not every email that you're going to get that's a phishing email is going to have such obvious tells, but I want you to take time, slow down, look at the sender. Look at the from field, that's the sender. Make sure that it's from indeed what organization that's coming from, and if it is, still just hover over those links and scrutinize them. If something seems off, then just don't open it. I promise you, if it's that important of a bill, they're going to call you. They're going to do something before they shut you down or whatever. And you can always call the organization that's sending you the email. Now, when you call, it's very important that you call a number you know. Do not call any of the phone numbers in that email, because those phone numbers could be set up there to trick you. So again, call those numbers that you know. Hover over those links. Do not click on any of them, please. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And glad to answer them. You can ask them here on the DataCore page, and we're always glad to answer the questions. So Thank you. And by the way, before I go, this is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We've been posting a lot of little tips on social media. We've also been posting a link that I'll go ahead and post in the comments of the video for our 7 critical protections that every business must have. So as Cybersecurity Awareness Month continues, you're going to see more tips. You're going to see us advertise that particular report. I want you all to have it. I want you all to download it. It's absolutely free. And it's 7 things every business must have in place to protect not only your data, but your clients' data. Your clients they have a reasonable expectation for privacy. So let's make sure we're keeping our client data safe. That was actually the focus of today's Cybersecurity Awareness Month tip. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comments or direct message us, and we'll be more than glad to answer them for you. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Angel Rojas with DataCore Technology Solutions, and have a happy Cybersecurity Awareness Month.